and the entire family.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because...
Pardon me. In the entire family, we'll get right back into that commercial there. Where was I? Yes, that threw me off there big time. Let me get that commercial back ready, and we'll play it, and then we'll get back into Policing with You, which is up next. Mr. Thompson is already in the studio, and he is ready for the program this morning. All right. I do apologize for the interruption there with the commercial, but we'll definitely play it again. So I was saying birthday greetings going out to Helena Henry over there in Keyon, coming in from Lynette, Maisie, and the entire family, wishing her a wonderful day today. Yes, big up yourself, Lynette. One love to you. Thanks for the heads up. We'll get back into the conversation later on after Policing with You. But right now, that's what's up next. Policing with You. The phone lines will be open. 465-1977, 662-8674. And if you want to participate via our WhatsApp, you can do so by sending your message and your voice notes to the program at 668-4647. That's 668-4647.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of J&F Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Good morning to everyone. Welcome to another edition of Policing with You. I'm your host for today, Inspector Marvin Thompson. And as always, we're glad to have you tuning in with us. And we welcome your input at the particular part of the show where you'll have an opportunity to do so, because we want to hear from you. This security for the nation, while the police might be the vanguard, security is on everyone's business. It's not just the police, but it is the police policing with you. My initial topic for this morning is not what I am. Well, I had some options, but while I was driving, getting here, I was thinking about the recruitment. I'm currently attached to the police training school, and I know the last press conference, a question was posed about the makeup and the number of locals. And in a recent program, we're talking about the collaboration between the police and why it is police and the public, and what we could do to make it better, and what is the reason for some of the challenges that we face as it relates to the better or greater cooperation with the police and the public. And I was thinking, can the disconnect, I'm going to phrase it like that, the disconnect between the police and the public, the challenges that we face in terms of the lack of cooperation or the level of cooperation where it is now and the challenges to increasing it, can that be a factor that is affecting the recruitment process? What do you, as the public, think, or maybe you know? some of the challenges might be one of the main factors why the number of locals or young persons are not joining the police force. Yes, it's a different dispensation, but I still stand on the fact that the policing is a noble institution, noble occupation. You could very well say it is a calling. Why is it that not many more are called? And why is it that so few are chosen? Can it be that this stems from the relationship between the police and the public as it is now? Can it be that we need to first fix the perceived gap between civilians, put it that way, and police? Is there an actual gap outside of the duties performed? Is there an actual gap between police and the public? I would say no. So the police are the public and the public are the police. The only difference is, according to Robert Paley, is that the police are paid to carry out certain functions. So it is not that, okay, this is the police's duty, or this is for the public. At some point in time, each of us have a responsibility, an obligation, legal and civic, to behave a particular way or to take action in particular situations. I think too often we make too many distinctions, and sometimes the distinction is not because we don't feel that we have a responsibility, but that we either fear to or just outright don't want to take a particular action given a circumstance. However, as citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis, it is our duty to behave in accordance with the laws of the Federation, and it is also our duty to do all we can to ensure that the laws of the Federation are complied with, and where that is not the case, and we are in a position to assist as it relates to apprehension or during the course of justice as being persons who provide the information, then it is our duty to come forward and do that. Notwithstanding whatever challenges or concerns, it is our duty to do that. The question is our perception and our behavior in that regard negatively affecting our recruitment process as it relates to recruiting local persons, our own persons, our locals, our citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis? Is our perception of what the police is supposed to do and what the public is supposed to do affecting our ability to get the best for the best person, the best applicant for the job of being a police officer? And I'm saying the best from not just from an educational standpoint, but I'm also speaking in terms of the character, the mentality, the overall persons. Because while you want persons with particular level of education as a standard, you also want persons who have a particular mindset. Somebody who has a mentality that is willing to serve. You want servant leaders. Too often we get the complaints of persons wanting authority, but you want an authority to flaunt authority. That is not what we are here for. We are servant leaders. We are servants of the nation. And again, while the police have a particular job as police officers, we are also members of the public. But while the public may not be police officers, they also have a responsibility in terms of service to the nation to be responsible citizens, to provide the information and to take particular action when found in a particular situation. Challenges to that might be ignorance. Some persons may not know that they can. Some persons may be unwilling to because of fear of the poison. Are those factors, again, so are those factors that are affecting our recruitment process of our nationals, our locals? In recent years, the composition of persons who are trained for police consistently, in terms of locals, have consistently been maybe just above half or less. A long time ago, when I was in police training school, the composition was a lot more skewed from our local standpoint. And there were 33 of us in training, and I think all 33 of us were locals. Well, that might have been a while ago, in the 1990s, so 20-some years might have passed. But what have changed in terms of our young persons wanting to join the police force? Is it that in our houses that we are telling our young persons that that is not a job for them? Is it that we, as an organization, are not doing enough to highlight the positive points of being a police officer? Is it a combination of all those factors? Why don't we see more citizens of St. Kitts and Nevis joining the police force? Is it the salary? I will always make a plea to say that we don't get paid enough, but I don't think that we can ever be paid enough. And then how much is enough? That is up for question. But in terms of benefits, comparatively, across St. Kitts and Nevis, and jobs St. Kitts and Nevis, the police and the compensation package is not bad. I don't know if that is preventing me from getting the ways that I might want, saying that it's not bad. But comparatively, it is not, to be fair. I always think that there are things that can improve and areas that should be improved, whether that be in money or otherwise. But some studies have said that monies are not the main motivator for persons wanting to stay in a job or go to a job. Well, it is one of the main, it is not the main. One of the things that sometimes outweighs the financial benefit is the environment. Person often asks, what's the culture? What's the environment like? And then what are the other things that we could benefit from in terms of the overall package? So take a thought, take some time, think about it, share your thoughts, let us know, what do you think we can do to encourage more young persons to join the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force? And when we come back after the break, you can share your thoughts.
Music maker, make me some music.
Listen, you hear that song? It's Nostalgia on ZIZ Radio from 1 to 3 in the afternoon on Thursdays. On Nostalgia, everybody has a good voice, so relax and go in the zone with us. Get your songbook, look in the index, find the song that is playing, and sing along. Join ZIZ Radio every Thursday from 1 to 3 for Nostalgia. It's music to soothe you right where it hurts. ZIZ Radio, touching you with variety and style.
It's that time of year. The Republic Bank CPL is back. Patriot fans, Warner Park is calling. August 27th to September 3rd. Get ready for cricket, music, fans, flags, and the full energy of the biggest party in sport. Every match brings big moments, big celebrations, and a stadium vibe you do not want to hear about after. Come for the cricket, stay for the party. Your sofa cannot handle the heat, so get down to the game in person. Get your tickets now at cplt20.com or at your local box office.
Okay, welcome back to Policing with you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Officer.
Good morning.
And Mr. GQ and company.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Mr. Thompson,
Yes, sir.
I listen to you a number of times on the radio, and you sound like a very intelligent person. And I respect you and regard you for that. And not true that you are police by heart and by nature, because you are a defender of the faith.
Mm-hmm.
You say so, yeah?
I am. I make no apologies for that.
Yes,
sir.
you're a defender of the faith.
For better or for worse.
That's the English job.
Yes, sir.
The police disconnected itself from the public a long time ago, you know. A long time ago. When I was a youngster, I used to work at the sugar factory, but prior to that,
Yes.
when I was going to school, I used to pass in the police recreation room there. We used to play table tennis,
Yes.
domino, etc., which was a very good public relations with the public and the police.
Mm-hmm.
And people used to buy from the canteen and so.
Yes.
I remember when the first batch of police officers were trained locally, under Dudley Williams and Eddie Hughes and so forth.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a bit about the police. But over the years, I get disenchanted with the police because of the individual and collective performance.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I had a lot of days with youth club, so I had some good social training and all of that.
Yes, sir.
I could defend what I'm saying.
Yes.
No, I believe the system that the colonial master left, many systems they left, were very good. But for political ego, they were destroyed. And now we wondering what to do. We police were trained in Barbados regionally, and I believe they had a higher level of training than what is delivered in these individual small so-called nations, including St. Kitts and Nevis. The story could go on for a long time, but I'll tell you what I am suggesting.
Yes, sir.
The police need to get re-engaged with the public. You don't see police in villages taking part like domino and draft and stuff. But you don't even see much of that now anyway. And sometimes they're playing the game, but they're spying. And they develop friendship with certain people and they could give them information, which is a secretive way of spying. Well, if I know that, me and the police, but if I know that, police should know better. But I'm going to cut off now and tell you what I believe should happen. One of the solutions. You see, look up down with the ECCB bank.
Yes, sir.
I believe all the region, especially in the OECS, and maybe include Barbados, set up a center. And I believe in Barbados too. I not like Baden so much, but
yes, sir.
When they don't train in these territories, they do maybe 3 months in Barbados. They've got to set up institution at a higher level. And I believe you'll get better results. But the last thing I'm going to tell you, from the time these islands were invaded by, I'm using some figurative terms,
Yes.
by this thing they call ganja and weed and whatever they call it, cannabis. And some countries say they're legalizing for political gain because the Rastaman, mostly Rastaman influence and the users of it. People use it on the end, Rastas. The youngsters, them gone in a kind of spin there. They want to play sport like before. Cricket look like it done. Football faltering. Basketball ain't like how it used to be. Who can tell me what I'm saying is not true? So that thing they got a drastic and dramatic effect on the youngsters, you know. That the youngsters them get lazy. I don't watch a few of them around my vicinity and other areas. I don't integrate with people a lot. And that they got the whole country going by. I'm glad when the Attorney General said the other day that they're not legalize it because they're going to get pressure from outside countries. Whether it's true or not, or with the boss say we're a nation, but we won't handle that in the world. I don't could talk all day on these subjects, but I can go for now. But if nobody else called back, I might say something else. But I want to tell them what I just tell you. And I hope they listen. Set up a higher institute to police training.
Yes.
I don't know. Some of the people who train them, the sessions, I don't know what they'll be telling them. Because I see police at the ferry, Boston ferry terminal. And you have some behavior down there. Man down there smoking weed, stinking up people, and police in the area. And police not doing it, especially on a Friday and Saturday. I see that for myself, and other people see it too. Bossman them, some of them, drive through there like then and themselves, and others. I want to work out with this thing that since it's becoming, and neighbors becoming lawless. You got a great degree of that. Mr. Thompson?
Yes, sir.
I believe I like you. I would like to get to know you too.
Yes, sir.
Some way you think we're saying, I think they're contrary. But your opinion is your opinion.
All right, sir.
Have a good day so far. You want to speak you?
I thank you for your contribution, sir.
You too. Before you continue, Mr. Thompson, a caller someone was trying to get in, so before you move on, they might call in. But if they do, I'll interrupt you.
No problem. Just for previous caller, thanks for your contribution. The training that we do, think it's okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome to Policing with you.
Yeah, good morning, Policing with you.
Good morning, Mr. Manuel. How are you?
Yes, Jamdong. Morning.
Friend you.
Morning,
So
Jamdong.
right. Because just last night, I was coming from work, coming through Fort Zante. When I get out there where everybody sit down on the bench next to the Chinese, a man running, a crazy man from local street got down by the Social Security. And the crazy man running for his life from him with a piece of stick, with some nails in it, and running the Chinese. The man's supposed to be an army man, you know. He's supposed to keep in the law. The crazy man running from him. And he followed the man right inside the thing. It so happened so some police was over by the Chinese. Over by KFC in the road there. The little Walwyn Street. And they come over and try to ask him what was going on. And the army man behaving like he ain't a part of order in this country. Well, I warning these people, you know, don't let me see these things. Don't let me see these things, because here is where you're going to argue these things. And what I want to say to the high command in the police force, Henry and the commissioner, please support police to patrol downtown at night. So
All right, thank you. So, good morning, caller. Welcome to Policing with you.
Good morning, officers. Policing with you. Good morning.
Good morning.
I'm agree that you are trying and doing your best in the police force. Most of you. All of you. But what happened, right? I want to strengthen jam down some more with the same crazy man. Because all of us got people sometimes we get mentally, but their family member, you want it could be somebody you okay. And I believe because I see these things over myself too. I see police and soldiers take advantage of these people. We don't know how your family members are going to end up. And you wouldn't like to see somebody, a policeman, and even any individual taking advantage of somebody who mentally ill. You know?
Yes, sir.
Train. The soldiers are supposed to train. That when you meet these kind of people, you know, these people, you all don't train, you all don't for that.
Could you repeat what you just said?
I believe that this police and army man and these things train for when you meet these mentally people, how to deal with them. Because you can't take somebody who burns because, I mean, some people then, people feel like they're deliberate, right? But one of the Rams going out with all kind of things. And he was telling me, and I'm telling him, I said, there's something got to be wrong with him. How many something wrong with him? He just turned lazy and come begging. There be something wrong with the brains. You understand? So these are things that we got to look into and don't take advantage of people in situations like them. Anyway, listen out there. Wonderful program as usual.
I thank you, sir, for your contribution. I agree with the last caller that we as a society need to look out for persons who might find themselves in particular difficulty or challenge, especially if it relates to a mental illness. Unfortunately, and this is my opinion, I don't think as a society we have reached to the point where we recognize mental illness as a true disease. So we often feel that even though that might be the case, they could do better or do something about it themselves, as opposed to us trying to put something in place or assist with the mechanism that have something in place to try and get that person the help that they might need. And all of us have some kind of mental challenge, because stress does some serious things. The first caller, the training that we do in St. Kitts and Nevis and the OECS, most of the Caribbean, is RSS standard. That's RSS in Barbados. There is a unified standard type of training that we do. So for the OECS, Barbados, Barbados and Guyana, we do, the training that we do is based on the RSS standard, the RSS housed in Barbados. When I got training through RSS, as it relates to working at training school, the other officers who were there as instructors with me had similar training in Barbados. Went to Jamaica and other places as well, but much of the training that we do still comes through Barbados, through RSS, the regional security system. That is set up so that we are generally all on the same page, regardless of where we might be housed. As it relates to the question of what might be the cause of some of our young persons, I think you mentioned the marijuana, I made a note. While I may not be a proponent of marijuana, I will not put it as the cause for all the ills that we might have as it relates, our challenges that we might find ourselves with our young people. I will forever say that what happens in my house with my children is my responsibility. First and foremost, the product of the community is the product of the house. Your children live somewhere. They came from somewhere, and it is whether we enforce some of the things that we learned and we pass on to our children that will determine the product of the children. We often say that we don't want our children to go through what we went through. Okay. Good morning, caller. Go ahead.
Could I talk again?
Yes, you may. Let me hear you.
You're on point with some of the things there, but a lot of us try to do what is, the best for our homes.
Yes, sir.
And in a way, I would agree with you that the community is a product of the homes. But, from the time, people start to wash down married and so, and you get a lot of so-called illegitimate children around. That is one of the things, because fathers don't be there for children.
I don't know if I want to agree with you there, because my mother and father weren't married.
Along with that, there's a lot of ills, A lot of ills. Now, there are some good homes who had good children, but some of them around town walking around deranged because the influence of the banditry caught them. So they caught in the trap. And when I see a few of them who I'm sorry for them. I'm sorry for them because it shouldn't happen.
True.
But in some countries, these kind of people don't be on the road. I know a woman usually give one of them things, and one day she never had anything, and he pushed her down. Pushed her down on 4th Street. And she still don't give him, She says she forgive him. And she still don't give him. But something that be done with some of these mental people. I can tell you.
I agree with you.
I ain't sorry for them. But some of them disturb people.
I agree with
they
you.
Should be somewhere in an asylum.
I agree with you with that.
Road and stop messing up people. Me making a joke. I'm sorry for them. But they ain't normal, so they shouldn't be there messing up people. And I left that there for now.
Normal may not be the proper word, but persons have challenges. And as a society, when we find persons with challenge, even if the challenge is a result of something they did, their own action, I still think as a society, as a whole, that we should do what we can to assist. The problem will not be theirs alone, especially if it is that their particular challenge poses some problems for us as persons in the society. So then it behooves us to help the persons that might be going through the particular difficulty so that as a society we can have the calm or peace that we are looking for. It is, my mother used to say common sense in all the common, and sometimes, okay. Good morning, caller. Welcome to Policing with you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
First topic this morning, and I decided not to slip out the house without I say something.
I appreciate your calling, sir.
This word noble, I want it to be written, understood, and agreed upon. Noble.
Yes, sir.
As regards to recruitment.
Yes, sir.
The understanding, definitely, understanding of to be noble must be understood, properly understood. Because in my day, I saw it as something, the police force is a noble profession. How much of the young people they can see it so? How much of them? And I want you to emphasize very much the definition of noble so that they could understand. Because to me, it is an interesting word, it's a big word, it's a meaningful word to bring about the love and understanding to be a policeman. Good. As the caller earlier said, our colonial masters left a legacy. And because of political gains, right, it was changed. And that being changed up until today. How can we retrieve the old days ago in order to bring about something good. I understand your pleas. I understand your pleas because it affects everybody. To have the young people, local young people, to come up and to join the police force. I would say from my personal experience, it is a noble profession. Even today I am out of uniform. I still have it to be noble. But I would like to say to you, within this structure right there now, I'm very sorry to say it, but there are so much misgivings. The people need to be interrogated properly. Who say they want to join the police force? Investigate them thoroughly before you could really assign them to the police force. Failure to do all this, we could find ourselves, as we are today, serious difficulties. Let me go back and say that it's a noble profession, and you are the high command of the police force should do as much investigation as possible to know if this person or this individual understands what it means to be noble. And I think from there, we should be getting some good results. Now, in my day, as you rightly said earlier in your presentation, that apart from being to some extent academically fit, I will use my own term, academically fit.
Yes.
You must have good character. And this is what used to happen in those days. Yes, you apply to you apply to the police force, and then the officer in that district would be sent out to investigate you, and you don't even know that the officer investigating you. Right. And when that officer makes his report to the chief of police, then you will get a call for an interview. And the chief of police will determine whether or not you should be accepted. I do not know if this is happening today. But in my day, it was very stringent. I remember nine of us that morning sat in the guard room and we wrote the exam. 9 of us. And end result was only 2. 4 of us passed the exam. One fellow from Sadler's and myself. But let me say to you, that when they came to me and they said, Mr. So-and-so, you pass, and you pass in flying colors, but your essay dropped short, so come and finish it up. Come and finish it up. So we had to be academically fit. Unlike today, from 1983, independence, politics. And this is what I think start bringing the downfall of recruitment, because somebody is going to say, hey, if they call him to join the force, I ain't going there because I know so and so about him. And that could be one of the factors that, in fact, can deter development of recruitment.
Well, thank you, Carla. Just about a couple of minutes to wrap up, so I'll give you 30 seconds to put your points together.
At that time, I say I finish here. I finish here. Good.
Thank you, sir. And I hope this won't be the last time that you're called, on whatever topic might be. Thinking that you would share your input. And thanks again for calling.
Thank you much, brother.
All right, so. Again, I agree with some of what the caller said, and the process of recruitment and the background checks is still part of the mechanisms that we use. I'm back in the house again. That regardless of how we check or what we check, it is still what we produce as people from the basis that will determine what we get. And sometimes paper, and academic paper, and only says certain things. Training school does not create, training school reveals. And it's when we go in training school that we realize what we have, but at the end of the day, it is still up to us as a people, as parents, as guardians, to make sure that we do what we need to do in the house, so that in whichever occupation our children end up, they make us proud. As a parent and as a people, that is where I am today. And thanks for tuning in, and we hope to see you again next week.